Hi, this is Romella and welcome to this week's energy support for our spiritual empaths. So things that we can know that will support our energy in the week coming. So let's start with this one. I've just recorded the Friday call, well, all the Monday to Friday card pulls. This was the one that came out. Isn't that funny? So if this card is all about keeping going but taking the actions. Never give up. Yeah, absolutely. But you have to take the actions. You also have to know where your boundaries are, and what it is, and if it's really going to happen. So if your desire relies on other people, you're going to have to do your side of the work. But if it's down to them, their energy, they have their own divine decision-making process, their own divine decisions that they can take. And that's really important. So focus on you, take your actions, but you can't push and pull other people along with you if it's not their journey and it's not their time. Let's see what else we get. Crown, personal power. Let's have a think. Crown. Yeah, how often do we not put the crown on our head? How often do we have the maid's uniform on and the poor me story going through, I can't. And I know as a mum I do put myself lower than everybody else, because part of my job is to support my family, support my children, and make sure they have everything that they need in order to survive and thrive through their lives. But actually I am worthy also of wearing my crown, of being respected, of having my needs met as well. This feels to me an important thing. I mean, for this week, for me, my son is coming to the end of his exams, which is fabulous. And so he's finishing a major step of secondary school. So it's about time, I feel, that I actually got my crown out. I'm going to get quite upset now. And got my crown out, got it on my head, and stand as the divine queen that I am, with the respect and the support that I expect to happen around me, give and receive what I've been given out. So I hope that resonates. Yeah, it's an interesting time. As parents, we do put our children's well-being above ours many times, but it's time just put it back into balance. Pull it back into balance. Here we have a skull and endings. Now, but also we've got this hexagon, and the hexagon to me always reminds me of bees. Busy bees, but actually the bees and the community that they have around them are everything, because each bee has a little role that they have to play. They all have to do their work, they all have to show up, they have to go and get the pollen, they have to make the nectar, they have to make the honey, the queen has to have the eggs. They've all got their work to do, and that's really, even though it's showing me skulls, what I'm getting from this card is that community and everyone pulling their weight. And again, I think this follows on quite nicely really from this card. Everyone in your family, everyone in your field, everyone in your community needs to fulfill their roles. They need to stand up and take the actions and to fulfill their role in the whole of the community, in order for everything to be balanced. If you think of like the hexagons, they are all exactly the same shape, but actually the energies that we use, this one might be 3 times the size of the ones next to it, and doing more of the energy work, doing more of the support work. But they are going to get depleted if they are not supported by the ones that are surrounding them. So this very much feels like a message around the bees, around that support and that community, and allowing yourself to receive and do the work, but not doing all the work. Okay, that's really good. Again, it's a really important card. Certainly balancing out in my families, I'm going to get the kids to do more. So let's have another card and see what else we've got. So what we've had 3 so far. So this one we have is peace, harmony. Now, isn't this a good card to follow on from what we've just been saying about all the actions that need to happen? So this card is very much saying that, to put peace at the centre of everything, because actually when everyone plays their part, when everyone does everything, there is peace, there is harmony around. When people are not doing their little tasks of whatever they might be, and I'm not talking about if they're ill, just generally, there will be people around that aren't pulling their weight, so to speak, or that are just too draining or just too something. Put peace at the centre of everything that you do, because that will make a difference. And it's like putting love at the centre of everything you do. The reason we do so much for our children is because we love them unconditionally. But again, when we put peace in the centre, we all want our peaceful homes, our peaceful space, our peaceful minds, our peaceful bodies, so that we can all move through. It's not just happiness, but to joy. That's the real thing. Okay, and let's have another one and see. I usually do about 5, and we'll see how that pulls together. There's definitely a theme coming here. Palm and destiny. Now I'm finding this quite amusing because some of my windows are looking a little bit grimy. They haven't got handprints on them, but they've obviously, when I've cleaned them, they are still smeary. So I'm going to have to go back and give them another little wipe over with a different cloth. And this feels like the message that's coming through for me for that is around doing things properly. Or if you notice things, I'm not going to beat myself up and I think, oh, that's weird. That's really, it's not shown. I've not seen it for a little while. It's been, I think it's probably a couple of weeks since I did my windows last. But obviously the light was just that bit of refraction that's just really highlighting and thinking, that's interesting. I'll get a cloth on that and give that another wipe. That's really this energy that I'm feeling, is not judging yourself for things you have or haven't done, that you have or haven't done well, that you've not put enough energy into. It's about centering yourself, coming from a space of curiosity. Oh, that's interesting. I'll have a look at that later, because that's going to make the difference. So we've got this palm and this destiny. And, I keep thinking about the face palm. Moments. Why did I do that? Don't beat yourself up. It's really important this week to have that peace. Let's have a look at these cards. To have that peace within you that is exuding around you and making all those connections into your community. That you yourself are happy and able to put your crown on, receive, have expectations that people can meet. And also we've got this never give up. So focus on what you're doing, do the actions, but be supported. Do it from a place of peace and love and gentleness. That, I think, is the message that's going to support us this week. Take care, and I shall see you soon. Bye.